Nah, nigga, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Me either.
Man, I don't want to know, nigga. To know is to, man.
But what if you had an idea, though?
I don't want to know. I'm not pursuing the idea. If I had an idea, nigga, I ain't finna go down. I ain't going down the rabbit hole to pursue the idea. I'm gonna do just like they do when they have an idea. Act like the idea ain't there. When you love them, that's what you got to do, nigga. When y'all, yeah, that's what she do sometimes. She kind of think you, and you could be or not be. She got to act like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna do. I ain't chasing the idea.
So you think a woman going through a man's phone is weak?
It's a sign of weakness, a sign of insecurities, and nigga, it's a problem. Man, that's a lack of trust. I ain't trusting nobody going through my shit, homie, like that. I wouldn't do, nah, man.
Nobody ever went through your phone?
No. We gonna fall out.
Even if they catch some, even if
we
they
gonna fall out.
But what if they catch you doing something you're not supposed to do?
I wouldn't give a damn. This is my justification to take the matters off what I did. You didn't have no business going through my phone. You a fuck what I did. Fuck you going through my phone for, man. I ain't going through yours. That's a person I couldn't trust.
But what if they saying I can't trust you because what I just saw?
Well, we need to leave each other.
Can't get this out of my head. Yeah. Somebody said they saw you. The person you were kissing wasn't me, and I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
So I'm back. So I want to talk about the interview y'all just saw, if I'm able to leave it up, and that's with Charleston White and Say Cheese. It was the latest Charleston White interview. So, you know, I'm a big Charleston White fan. I have since he done came out. I agree with most things that Charleston White say, but just like everybody, there's nobody that we agree 100% with what they say. So this is one of them things, a rare occasion that I disagree with Charleston White and Say Cheese too, who I also mess with. He seemed like a cool dude. So they basically saying you shouldn't go through your girl phone. Y'all seen what they said, and the ultimate conclusion, which I'm gonna get to, which I agree with Charleston White, is that you should just break up. We don't trust each other, so we shouldn't be together, which is right. So, but before we get into that, I already made a video about this, which I'm gonna have at the end, which might have there might be some things in that video that I'm gonna miss in this video because I made that video last year. So, you know, things change, you forget things, new things come in. So this is basically a remake of that video. So this is my problem with, because I know this has been a thing since the beginning, well, not since the beginning of time, but this kind of a man thing, of course, mainly black male thing, more so probably than even white men, but I don't know. I never really asked this question. I really never heard this question get bring up by white guys. I actually should look into that, like if they go through they girl phone more than black dudes, or if they think it's lame to go through a girl phone. You know, is it more acceptable in the white community to go through a girl phone than it is in the black community? I don't know, but this is the thing. Forget all the stereotypes, because like I said, you get shamed. This is just like another no snitching, or you're not supposed to do this, and all of these shaming tactics to get people to go along with what they want you to go along with. And I can understand this had to come from women, because this makes sense for women to shame men about going through their phone and, oh, that's bitch shit and all that's female stuff. I can understand that because they don't want to get caught. But as a man, I don't understand why you feel this way. So Let me first off say in this disclaimer, because people be so dumb that you have to break everything down and explain everything. Of course, if you feel like the person is cheating and you feel like you have to go through their phone, you should just break up with them. I mean, of course, duh. If we know that, but we know that that's not how the world works, and that's not how emotion go. No, but I never heard of somebody breaking up with somebody because they felt like they was cheating or they thought that they was doing something. People need proof because you don't want to break up with somebody and you wrong, and you could be just tripping because most of the time it's just circumstantial evidence. So it's like who is gonna do that? Like who is gonna break with somebody because they think something going on? That's like arresting you for a crime that they think that you do. Like they not like that's not how the world works. We don't do stuff and make big decisions like that, like breaking up with somebody or potentially ruining our especially if you got kids, leaving your kids on a okay, I think they might be doing something. So we need to kill that whole if you feel like they doing something, the relationship already over. I get the premise behind that, but that's not how the world works. So getting into it. Um so we got that off the way, the disclaimer. Obviously, if you feel like you have to go through somebody's phone, you should break up with them, duh. The second disclaimer is what Charleston might say too, is that if you gon' if you gonna stay with the person anyway, like they say, you shouldn't go through their phone. If you know that you just gonna get mad, throw a fit for a minute, and be right back with the person, you shouldn't go through their phone. That is dumb. It's dumb to go through somebody's phone and cause that drama if you just gonna stay there anyway, and then you gonna end up keep on accusing them and that always been the worst part about the relationship. Like people try to stay in a relationship just to keep bringing it up over and over again. But so yeah, so that too. If you not gonna break up with the person, or you ain't that type of person, or you not sure about it, don't do it. But if you somebody who you stand on business, I believe you should do it. Now, this is obviously for men because women get to go through phones and do whatever they want to do. So this is really the stereotype about men not being able to, and men shouldn't do it. So this is what I say. If this is your girl, your wife, somebody you taking care of, somebody you got kids with, you better know what the fuck she doing. I'm sorry, to me, that's just smart. You shouldn't be married to somebody, taking care of somebody, paying the bills, any of that serious type stuff without making sure you're not looking dumb and making sure you're not being taken advantage of. Now, of course, if y'all just dating or you ain't spending no money or y'all ain't fucking raw, like if it's that, then it's that. Because that's why I say it's even worse for a man, because as a man, 9 times out of 10, you spending your money. So that's why it matters. You better know what's going on because I'm telling you about these females. One thing I know about women is that they can say all of this, I want a man with money and all of that, but we all know that women will still turn around and fuck a broke dude, like in the movie Casino. I just recently watched that movie because a lot of people was recommended it, and they said it's like a real red pill, like it make men really aware of how women need us, even though it's a movie. But movies reflect real life, and I'm pretty sure this scenario have happened in real life. Well, it does because we see it happen all the time. If you haven't seen the movie Casino with Robert De Niro, basically without telling the movie, but the main point, because the movie is not all about this, but this is just a part of the movie. But basically, he was rich or had money, and his girl, his wife, it was his wife and his child mother, because he ended up marrying her. She had an ex-boyfriend that was a con artist, broke, always losing money, basically a loser. And she would take the money from her husband and Robert De Niro and give it to this broke dude. And she would still be seeing this broke dude behind her husband back. That was like the big point of the movie. And that happens in real life, is that you will be cashing on the girl, paying her bills, taking care of her, and she'll be fucking some broke dude behind your back or taking your money to him and helping him. That happens a lot. And that's why I'm saying you got to make sure that that's not happening. Like, for real, because I mean, it ain't no bigger L than that. It ain't nothing more embarrassing than that of she charging you, but this other dude getting it for free. So that's one reason why you need to know what's going on and need to know what happened. And the reason why you got to go through the phone is because of this. For one, like I said, nobody's gonna go off a hunch. Nobody's gonna say, I think they cheating, so I'm gonna break up with them. Nobody, like I said, you show me the one time that somebody broke up with somebody because they felt like they was doing something with no proof. Just came to the person, I think that you cheating, so I want to break up. When has that ever happened? Then the person be like, why you think I'm cheating? Like, you don't got no evidence. Oh, I just feel like you cheating, so I want to break up. Let me know when that happened before. So now that we got that out the way, then you combine with nobody's ever gonna tell on themselves, especially not women, unless they really don't like you or they just push to like, you know, if you press some people, if you press them hard enough, they will fold. I don't know why some people it's like this men and women I didn't encounter throughout life. Like, some people will fold. Like, you know, like if you press them hard enough, they'll just say, fuck it, you got me. But we know majority of people, they gonna stick to their lie to the end, especially women. And then especially if you don't got no concrete proof. But even when you got concrete proof, you know, there's been motherfuckers caught on tape that still deny it. So knowing that, you can't never expect for her to come to you and tell you that she's cheating. So this is what I always say. If you don't go, like me, shit is so deep because women always get described. Women cheat better than men. Men are sloppy. Men are dumb. No, the reason why women catch men because women will go through your phone. Women will pop up on you. Women will spy on you. That's why men, we don't do that. That's why we don't catch them. It's not because women are smarter. It's because you believe that you a real man if you don't go through her phone. That's the reason why she don't get caught. She would have got caught just like you would have got caught if you would have went through her phone and said, fuck all of this moral shit. So, you take that into consideration also. So when you look at it, you basically going off of luck to catch your girl cheat. You hoping that she slip up or something just fall in your lap or somebody tell you, like, you leaving it up to chance in terms of her catching her cheating instead of being for sure and making sure. And like I said, the phone is always going to tell it all. And the most important thing is that I know it's cliche, I know it's the right thing to say, but it is true that shut it all down. As a man, when we know paternity fraud and STDs is out here, how can you not, like what y'all said, why wouldn't you want to know what's going on? If you fucking this person raw, why wouldn't you want to know if they cheating on you and they could be giving you an STD? Why would you not want to know what they doing and this person pregnant, you just assuming it's yours? That's why there's so many men taking care of kids that's not theirs right now. For that exact reason. Because I don't want to go through her phone. I just want to believe whatever a bitch say. That's why y'all taking care of kids that's not y'all. That's why y'all getting STDs. That's why y'all out here looking dumb. And women out here been cheating for years. And I know the game. That's another reason why ain't no way I'm making sure of everything. I don't care what nobody say. I know how sneaky girls is, and I'm not finna be the one. I had a girl, and you know, I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I'm a man, and I was in my early to mid 20s. So, you know, she had a whole boyfriend, and me and her, you know, was messing with each other for like 3-4 years, if not longer than that. It was at least 4 years, well, 3 to 4 years for sure. And her dude would go to work. Soon as he go to work, the certain days when I went to see her, I'll pull up. One time he called off for work. She lied and said I was the Uber. Said that she was Ubering to her friend's house, and she came outside, got in the back seat, acting like I was an Uber, but really came to my house. Like, This is what really goes on. Like I'm sorry, you dumb if you just gonna be naive and if you okay with your girl cheating. And like Charleston White's talking about, I don't want to, like, to me, that's dumb. Like, I agree with a lot of what Charleston White say, but that's dumb. Why would you want to know when she could be coming home kissing you after just sucking a dick? Like, why wouldn't you want to know that? Why wouldn't you want to know you could be cashing her out and this whole time she getting fucked and cheating and lying to you? Why wouldn't you want to know that? So to me, I don't give a fuck. I tell y'all the best way is to play, because this is how you do it too. You can either play it cool, like, because you're never supposed to let a girl know you going through her phone. You're never supposed to know. And then most of the time, if she gonna give you her password and all of that, most of the time she gonna be on the up and up. You could still catch her slipping and go through her phone when she not, when she least suspected, but you need to be a person who she shouldn't expect you to go through her phone. That's the real only way to really catch somebody is off guard. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. And y'all can take the information and when y'all go through the phone and say, okay, not confront her, you just know what time it is and play your role and play how it is. And like, oh, okay, this what we on. Okay, I'm about to do me. Or not to never trust her or to put her into in a put her in a serious situation or get into a relationship with. That's why it's kind of a thin line, because you can't go through somebody's phone when you first meet them and all of that, but then you don't want to wait until y'all live together and y'all in the whole relationship to finally do it, because by then you already too invested and it's too late. You want to know what type of female she is before y'all get together, before y'all get into a relationship. That's why it's always like that little time frame, the dating phase, and where you got to find out stuff. Because then they even going through girls' phone. You don't necessarily have to like know the password and go through it. Like, it's been times like most girls got their phone on where don't show the text message. That's red. You got to pay attention to the red flags too. I'm sorry, like, you want that concrete proof, but then there's certain red flags. Like if a girl phone always on do not disturb, if a girl phone, like a text message come up, but now they got it to where you can't see the words on the text message, it'll just say their name or just say text message. Like they don't want nobody to be able to read what they might get sent. Stuff like that, it's a red flag, because them the ones like they okay, I'm not trying to get caught cheating, or I'm the one that I done been got caught cheating before, putting their phone on silent, then girls who they hold their phone, like, all of the signs, like sleep with their phone under the pillow. They won't leave their phone in the room without them. They'll take their phone to the bathroom. Like if a girl super overprotective over her phone, that's already a red flag right there. And I guarantee if you go through her phone, you gonna end up finding something. And that's the most important thing. Because I don't give, because that people say they don't care what people think, but they care what people think. And I'm somebody who really don't care what people think. With stuff like this, I stand on stuff that people not popular to stand on, like going against hood culture with like if something that's right, something that's right. So I don't care. So when it comes to going through the phone, I admit I didn't went through a girl phone more than one, plenty of them phone. And sometimes I don't even go through a girl phone because I even care. And this is my whole point behind this, because I did this to gather data so I can make this video right now to let you know every girl phone I went through, I found something. And that's why the whole, oh, if you go looking for something, you gonna find it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. This is only for people who not emotionally attached in one of them, and sorry to say, not simps, or not somebody who just need a bitch. Like if you somebody who stand on principles and you not finna have no bitch embarrassing you, you not finna have no girl cheating on you, you not okay with that, you not finna take a chance of catching the STD, you not finna take a chance of raising the kid that's not yours. This is for them type of people that don't want to be dumb, that want to know what time it is, and don't want to be putting a girl in the category that she shouldn't be. Because you could be whining and dining because every girl, I already made the video. Every girl wants 2 men. Every girl wants a, the nice guy, the guy who gonna buy her flowers, the provider, the guy who gonna buy her stuff. Then every girl want the bad boy who just gonna treat her like shit, dog her out, and give her good dick. So you got to make sure you not the first guy, because the first guy's always the loser. Because the second guy because like I said, we already know. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We already know women don't have nothing else to offer but they sex for the most part. Unless you broke or y'all 50-50. Like if you a man with money and got your stuff together, you really only pursuing women for sex. So what is the point of being with a woman that's giving her sex to somebody else for less than what you get? Like, why would you want to, that's anything. Like, why would you want to pay for something that somebody else getting for free? Like, imagine you taking her out on dates and buying her Chanel bags, and this dude can just hit her up. I'm horny. Come through, fuck her, and get the fuck on and save his money. Like, you got to think about stuff like that. So that's why I say, regardless, it didn't help me. This is what I'm getting at. This prevented me. This is why I don't have no child support, no spousal support. No girl ever broke my heart like that to where I just couldn't recover and was about to crash out. I don't have to deal with all of this baby mama drama. I don't have to deal with all of this stuff that dudes have to deal with. This is why I didn't have to deal with it. Because I'm smart. I don't get into emotions and all of this shit. I don't give a fuck. This is my life. So I don't care about how people feel. I'm gonna make sure I'm not getting played. I'm one of them motherfuckers. So you could be okay with getting played. That just like saying that, like they just so wrong. Like I can't believe Charleston said this shit. That's why I have to make a video. That's like saying somebody could be stealing money from you. I don't want to know. Like, long as I don't know. Because if I know, we gonna get into it. That's dumb. You should want to know anything that's pertaining to you and that can come back to you. And then especially we know that most men already are possessive. And this is why men crash out. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because men like this, y'all just trust the female, trust what she say, and y'all put y'all all into it. Then you find out that she cheating and getting fucked. That's why you want to kill her, crash out, and kill yourself. This could have been avoided if you would have found out that she was a shit from the get-go by doing your investigation. So you could take what you want from this now. And then even sometimes when I went through a girl phone and found something, it like I said, it's not always for, okay, I'm trying to see what she doing in the relationship right now. It's messed up to say this. Now I know people are like, okay, that's why you don't go through people's phone because it can mess up. But this, like I said, it's all about being smart and knowing what you're dealing with and preventing shit. I done seen stuff like, okay, maybe the girl wasn't doing nothing while we was talking, but a lot of girls like to say shit. So if you go back, you could see shit that she did in the past before you that will make you like, that will let you know what type of female she is. Because it's all about, that's all I say, it's all about vetting and making sure that you're not marrying or getting with a hoe, making sure you're not getting with the wrong woman. That's all they're really about, and that's all men really care about. And you can't do that without doing a proper investigation. It's crazy that a man will marry a female and not know shit about her past or never went through her phone or did a background check on her without her knowing or investigating on her. And that's why motherfuckers get blindsided and be so hurt. Because you don't even know who the fuck you with. You just believe in her. And that's the number one thing I learned when I was younger. You better not believe shit that a female say. Most people, it's men too, like men lie too. I ain't gonna put that just on women, but you crazy just to believe, because everybody gonna say, I'm not a cheater. I never cheated before. I'm loyal. I'm honest. Like, everybody gonna say this. You need to find the fucking proof. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of the talking. You need to get the evidence. That's just how I feel about it. Y'all can do what y'all want to do now. And then you could always say, you should get permission from the person, or that's invasion of privacy or whatever like that. That's why I say, it's sad to say this, but that's why I say, I wouldn't, if I go through a person's phone, I wouldn't tell them. The only time I've been told them or it didn't happen, usually when you just so upset. And that's when you get caught off guard and you in your feelings, that you just blow up the spot and you go off on the bitch, you dumbass bitch, you hoe, and all of that. That's because you in your feelings. It's best to just take the information and be like, okay, I see what we on. But if you already in a relationship, you kind of have to say something because you gonna be too, because one time with me, because I was trying to think of how I was gonna handle it, but she could read my face, like your vibe gonna be off to where you kind of gonna show it anyway. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it from that standpoint, but I mean it's messed up. But I'm sorry, don't be Mario Winans. Don't be no, I don't want to know. I mean, you can if you want to, but like I said, in the world of STDs and STD rates is crazy, especially with us being black, especially if you in certain cities like Atlanta and Houston, like you crazy if you fucking a girl raw and you don't know what she doing. Like the only way you shouldn't have to go through her phone is if you got her ass on lockdown and you know where she at 24/7. I done heard I done seen too much, heard too much to ever trust a female. You could say I'm damaged or trauma, whatever. You can shame me all you want, but one thing I know is that I won't be naive and I won't get caught slipping, like a lot of men have, because of my pride. Because right now, it come out Charleston White wife cheating on them. That shit gonna be embarrassing. I know Charleston White gonna try to downplay it, but I actually don't know how he would react because maybe he might be like, "Well, I didn't cheated on her." Maybe he might go about it in an adult way, but we know that's gonna be embarrassing for him in a minute. Like as a man, one of the most embarrassing things is for your girl to be fucking somebody else or betraying you, because it's basically betrayal. Her sleeping with somebody behind your back. So that's just my thoughts. I mean, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Like I said, just don't. Like I said, y'all can do what y'all want to do. To me, it's called being smart and not taking no L. But if you want to believe what a female say, go on right ahead. Like I said, just don't be shocked when you find out your girl been cheating on you for years, the kid don't come out looking like you, or you find out you burning, all because you want to trust this bitch instead of investigating the bitch. And I'm out.